So we are in an abyss of educational malpractice.
Exactly. An education that promises so much, but actually, realistically, it is not providing anything. It is busy killing the children's creativity. It is killing people's talents. It is killing people's imagination. Everything. In other words, if you look at, there is research by NASA, in the States, they were looking for really geniuses to recruit and put them into their organization. So it was a longitudinal study. So they looked at kids at 5 years, gave them problems to gauge their creativity and imagination, problem-solving skills. So they realized that actually 98% of those kids, 4 to 5 years, came up with different, new, creative, they imagine, like their imaginative potential, creativity, and problem-solving skills were just excellent. 98%. Now, they tested them again at 10. Only 32% could become, their creativity was still there, imagination was still there, problem-solving skills were still there. They came back at 15. Only 12 still had their imagination.
So the number was dropping.
And the number was significantly dropping. Now, they came back at adults, and then they increased the number. The other time was 1,500 or 1,600. This time they made almost slightly over 1 million adults, 25 years. Guess what? 98%, 2% retained their creativity, their imagination power, and their problem-solving skills. 2%. 98%, 0. So what does it take? Do you know the common denominator there between all these age brackets we are talking about? Like from 5 to 25, what they share is they went through school. So school educated them out of their creativity, out of their imagination, out of their ability to solve problems. So do we want an education system that looks like that? That's what I call the factory we call school. That it is producing us like products. When you are defective, we retain you, we reproduce you, and we take...
So schools have migrated from an institution to being a factory.
Factories that are manufacturing actually people.
Very good.
That's why we are educated in batches. So
where can one find this book, like in case they need to...
Yes, so actually, this book is accessible world over through Amazon, Chapters and Indigo, Barnes and Noble, to those who buy books online. But specifically, and various bookshops, bookstores around the world. But if you're in Uganda, you can visit Aristoc. They have copies of this book.
Okay.
I am very, very sure you will significantly understand this new curriculum.
Why should it be a must-have?
Why it has to? Because I have looked at the new curriculum. I'm visualizing where, for example, Uganda is going. Because it doesn't want to stay behind. It wants to make education real to the student. They want to empower students to make meaning of their own learning. They want to make students have practical skills from their learning. They want to make students have hands-on experience. They want to make students be at the center of their own learning. They want to have a teacher who is a facilitator, who is a guide, who is a mentor, who is a project manager, you know? And this book addresses everything authentic learning education.
Do you agree with me that education has been part of the problems affecting this nation for decades and decades?
It has been, and if we don't do something, it will continue to be.
Your final remarks to
So my
viewers.
final remarks. First of all, I thank everyone who has been watching us and for your interest in education. Because, like I said, education is one thing that makes or breaks the country. If we handle it very well, the country is going to succeed. If we really mishandle it, there are always consequences. So I want you viewers to be advocates of good education and in particular authentic learning education. And if you want to know more information about authentic learning, this is a very good book, a guide that will really educate you about authentic learning education. If you're a teacher in Uganda here or anywhere else, this book, make sure, get a copy. Education is all about lifelong learning. Educate yourself with this book. I'm sure it will be your companion. So yeah,
In case
thank
they
you.
want to reach out to you, like Facebook or social media platforms?
Yeah, so on social media, Facebook, you can always find Lawrence Muganga as my Facebook name there, or Dr. Lawrence Muganga
As a page?
as a page. Of course, Twitter handle is Dr. Lawrence Muganga. You can still find me there.
On YouTube?
On YouTube, Dr. Lawrence Muganga. Still, you're going to find me there. On there is Instagram, Dr. Lawrence Muganga.
I thought you were not like a social media fanatic, doctor.
You know,
You're being moved by the...
that is now what I call authentic learning.
Okay.
This is real life. If the world is changing, we have to change
have to
with
change.
it. If
Okay.
you stay in the past, then you will remain
I
in
asked
the
that
past.
question because I know if you
You're right.
if you read something, you have to act it.
Yes.
And that's very good.
You have to walk the talk. Good to see you. Good
Very
talking
good.
to you, Moses Roman.
It's been nice having you, doctor. I guess we shall have more time. I think we discuss a lot with our viewers. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think that has been such a great session with Dr. Lawrence Muganga. We shall continue having him to inspire this generation in regards to the education. He has seen enough, he's still seeing enough, and I believe we shall actually make him use of his knowledge. We shall have more from him. Thanks for watching this interview wherever you are. Stay blessed. My producer has been Umaru Chagava, the man who believes and accepts that yes, the planet still lives and thrives because it's still right here. We triumph because Umaru is in existence. Chagava, thank you. Stay blessed, and for God and my country.